was pretty disappointed with that, but I don't know. I have so much stress in my other classes right now that I'm just like, I just can't deal with this. So.
No.
All right.
Everybody in?
Yeah. Okay. So, number 2. I think the first one's the only quantitative one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
So can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the quantitative is. Oh, I was thinking categorical. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, it's just any numbers, and the brands of cars is categorical, and telephone numbers is categorical. Okay, so number 3, students in introductory statistics class at BYU Idaho were studying pieces of cold cereal at a grocery store. Okay, by the way, like most of this is from past homework quizzes. Like all of it is up until like the very end. So I kind of went back, and the only ones I really couldn't answer were the ones that I got wrong before, because I don't remember what the right answer was, or I never found out. So, so anyway, so hopefully you guys got those right so that we can figure out the right answer. Okay, so students in an introductory blah 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 blah. So this one was C. It's an observational study because the students had no control over the price of the individual cereals.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. And that is correct in the former quiz that we took. Okay. Okay, so for this one, it's, there's an error on line 3, and it's saying when the error is corrected, what will happen to the sample median? Okay, so I believe I got this wrong initially, but the right answer is it is not possible to determine this without the full data set.
I think I remember. I don't have my past test for this one though, so I can't double check. But I remember thinking this one was you can figure it out by just literally.
It's the median, not the mean.
Wait. The median is just the middle number, right?
Yeah, and you have to have the full set of data to determine that.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't change no matter
automatically decrease because
the median. Okay, so I looked back at the quiz, and the correct answer is it's not possible to determine this without the full data set.
Is that because even though we know it's a bigger number, we still don't know what the middle number is? Is that what?
Yeah, because
it should change. Like, does that make sense? Because it's the middle number, and so if number 3 is incorrect, you just swap it with the correct number. That doesn't change the position of the middle number.
Well,
does that make sense? That's what's going on in my head.
Yeah. Well, so it's 21 is the right number for 3, but the thing is that we only have 1, 2, 3, and 4, so we do not know what all the other numbers are, and so the median number could be completely different, because that 12 would have been an outlier before. It would have been on the low side. But anyways, the mean would change because that's an average. But the median, apparently, you have to have the full set of data to be able to understand it. And if you want to look, Phil, it's in quiz number...
No, I believe you. I was just trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah, apparently you would need the whole set of data, because that average, not the average, but the middle number, it could be different, it could not be different, we don't know. So we need the full set of data.
Do you remember which quiz that was?
Huh?
Do you remember what quiz would that have been a
Yeah, it was in the homework quiz, I think, week let me see.
That would have been in the beginning.
I've been kind of going through all these quizzes from the beginning. Let's see. Yeah, it was like week week 1 or 2, let's see.
Normal distribution. Intermediate statistical process. Might have been that first lesson 1. I remember that question.
It's lesson 3 homework quiz. So, like, the mean would increase, but it says that I think I chose the median will stay the same for my answer, and that was wrong. And there's a green check mark next to it is not possible to determine this without the full data set.
Okay, so on mine, I put that the mean will increase, and it's saying that it's correct.
Yeah, that's the mean.
Oh, we're talking about...
Our current quiz is talking about the median, which is question 9 in lesson 3 homework.
Oh, okay, that's why. I was remembering, I was trying to remember that one from last time, and I was remembering the mean one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay,
the mean will increase because that will bring the average up.
Right, but the median we can't tell. Okay.
Right.
The time to complete a standardized exam, going with the 99.7 rule. We'll complete the exam in under 50 minutes. Oh, this was another one that was on one of my past tests. Okay. I didn't have a chance to work this one out. I just the ones that
Go get any food you want from the pantry, okay? Go get food. Okay, so I'm sorry. Number 5.
Isn't it 95%?
I have this is one that I got wrong, and I was hoping you guys knew the answer, but I think I put 95.5% or 95 point whatever, and that was incorrect. I think that the correct way we're supposed to work that out was taking 50 minus 70 and dividing it by 10, and that gives me, and then that gives you the z-score, which I think was like 0.6. Let me see. This is in, if you guys want to go back at your answers and look, but this was in lesson, what lesson was this?
Where'd your clothes go?
It's not that one. Okay.
Oh, I think it's in lesson 5.
Yeah, it's in lesson 5, question number 1, and I got that wrong. I put 95.5%, and because that 68-95 thing kind of threw me off. So I think if you take 50 minus 70, and then...
Yeah, I got 2.3 and it was wrong. I must have...
Which question?
On question 1 in homework of lesson 5.
So...
Isn't it just 95 though? Because like, if you're going...
Yeah, that's not it.
Just 95, not 95 point anything, just 95. Because your first standard deviation should hold 68%, the second deviation should hold 95%, and 50 minutes is in the second deviation.
Well, 50 minutes would be in the third deviation. Well, wait, no.
No, it's because 60 is in the first, right, and then 50 is in the second.
Yeah, but so it's asking to complete under the complete under 50 minutes. I remember going to the class meeting for this and them discussing this, and this was I had the right answer, and then I went back and changed it to this 95.5, and which my other answer was completely different, and this is like, yeah, that's not what they're wanting. They're wanting you to actually do the formula of, you know, mu minus the mean or whatever, or vice versa, divided by the standard deviation. You take the z-score, you plug it into the normal probability app, and then you find out what the and it's less than, and then you find out what the probability is.
So I think that's 2.5 then.
Well, and it can never be 95% because 95% reflects the
total inside
standard deviation away from on both ends, and we just want the less than.
So then that would be 2.5 because the second standard deviation would be 95, and what's left is 5%, and you've got a 5% on the upper end and a 2.5 on the upper end and a 2.5 on the lower end, right?
Yeah, but it's not 95 even though. That's like what they put for the thing, but it's like 95.5 or something like that. But when I plug in -2, which is the z-score, and then shade the area to the left on the probability app, I get 0.0228. So do you guys think, because that sounds, if my memory holds, it sounds pretty similar, but I was kind of hoping one of you had the right answer in the lesson. Did you get it? Did you get it right?
When is this due? When is our actual?
Tonight.
It is tonight.
Yeah.
What is tonight?
This is due tonight.
Oh yeah.
Our thing. I was gonna say when I get home I could check it, but I'm not gonna be home tonight. So rounding it to 3. Oh, we have to give your answer to 1 decimal. So it'd be just 0 then.
Yeah. That's what kind of threw me off because I'm like, that's okay.
Let's move on and then we can come back to that.
Yeah, that was the only one that I think I had questions on, but I think it's just going to be 0. All right.
Okay, so 6, the LSAT. What's the 35th percentile? Oh, so this is another one we have to work out.
You know what? I'm sorry, but if you take the decimal, because that's in decimal form, and they want the percent, and you move the decimal over to make it a percentage, it becomes 2.3.
That's right. Nice catch.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think it is.
0.0228. Is that what it was?
Because they want it in percentage form. So.
But I mean, was it 0.228 or 0.0228? The z-score.
The
area.
The probability area. Okay, it's 0.0228. So it would be 2.3, right?
Yeah, 2.3.
Okay.
I'll bet that's right because on my no, it's not 2.3.
It's not.
Because that's what I had submitted as my first one, and it's wrong.
It's wrong? Okay.
Yeah, I got it wrong. So we're just missing something. Dang it! And I don't have my collection in here, but it's not 2.3.
I would go back and listen to that class thing, but I don't know if it goes back that far. Dang.
So let's just put a thing on that, and then maybe after we're recording the meeting, before we submit, we can run back and.
Well, and it lets us save for later, so we don't have to submit. So we can end this meeting and then text each other when we have found the right answer and then submit it or something. So, okay, so number 6. I have for the answer for this 146.8.
Do you remember what lesson this was on?
Yeah, I think they kind of just go mostly in order, so let me see if I can find this one.
Okay, what was the question again? So LSAT's 157.
Yeah, it's on the same quiz as that last one we were looking at, so lesson 5. and it's question number. It's question number
I got it,
10.
7. So I got point. Oh.
I got 0.618.
Well, that's the z-score.
Oh, well,
But they're asking for the 35th percentile, and that is 146.8. That's question number 10 on lesson 5. Okay.
Okay, so that one's definitely right.
Okay. So 7, suppose the sample size for this study was n equals 2. What would be the shape of the distribution of sample means? So this one, it says that it's skewed right, but it's got 70. So let's see. Wait a minute.
I thought it only had.
Oh, but then it changes it down here to n equals 2. So it's going to be skewed right, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got. Let me double check our.
Yeah, that's what I got too, but I just was reading the question and not skipped over the actual number 7 question where it changes it to n equals 2. I'm like, what? Okay.
We would have gotten. This would be probably less than 6.
Yeah, and it is in there, and that is right. It's skewed right. So.
Okay. Next one.
Next one, I have the z-score being 2.236. If you guys need to go over anything like methods or anything, just let me know. I'm just like, it seems like all the last ones are new, so I know we're going to probably need to spend most of our time on that because I couldn't even get to everything. I tried, but I've had so much going on, so. I got all the way to 39 before I had to stop. It's like 45 questions in this thing. All right.
What is the question?
Yeah, it's
asking for the z-score.
Yes. So it's got like a mean of 8,544, and you're going to subtract that from the population.
Okay, I see it. It's number 9. Number 9 on lesson 7 homework.
Yes. And I think I want to say I got that wrong originally, but maybe not.
I see it and I got it right. So.
Okay.
The next one's 0.991.
So you got the negative. Okay, what is this asking? The z-score, right? So it should be a negative 2.357, right?
Which one?
Oh, I am like, where am I at? Oh, yeah, just 2.236, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like skipped on to the next one. 9 is 0.991.
Yep.
Hi, I'm calling to see if there's any way that I could get in a 20% concept.
Okay. Gina, did we lose you again?
Yep. Yep, we did.
Oh, okay. We'll go back and stuff when she gets back in. Okay, so which one of the following best describes the notion of the significance level of the hypothesis test? It's a probability of a type 1 error.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, 11. Okay, 11 is going to be D and C. So C and D.
So approximately 95 of all 95 confidence intervals, and
yes,
95% of all
in the U.S. are in our confidence level. Yes.
Yeah.
12 is A.
Okay. Perfect.
13 is...
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.
13 is, I think, 0.0019, but this was one I wasn't sure about. So we need to work that out. Rates of return.
Which S&P 500 performance, that one. So what is the p-value for this test? Oh,
Sorry,
I got it wrong.
So what problem are you guys on now?
13.
We're on 13, but we can go back a little bit for you.
Okay, sorry.
Where were you at?
I lost you guys at 8.
Okay, so 8 is 2.236.
Were you guys able to check your homework to see if that's for sure right?
I've checked all of them as I've gone along. So, I mean, that one I believe is right, but the one, let's see, the one that we were on right when you came on is one that I had a question about. Okay, so number 9 is 0.991.
Okay. Okay.
Number 10 is the probability of type 1 error.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the level of significance. Okay.
11 is C and D choice, approximately 95% of all 95% confidence interval, blah, 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 and 95% of all heights of female adults in the U.S. are in our confidence level interval.
And then 12, the biologist has been studying the effects. Oh, I think I did this one too.
12 is A.
Oh, yeah, because the data is normal. Okay.
And now we're on to 13, and I think I originally got this one wrong, so...
I did too.
It's because you had to put in, and this is what I figured out on this one, you have to put in that the null hypothesis is 0.95 because it says the S&P has a known population mean return of 0.95.
Do you remember what lesson that would have been in?
It's number lesson 11.
Okay,
and
let me just check.
Question 4.
Yeah, I think I got this wrong. Well, yeah. He gave me partial credit, but because I didn't put in the null hypothesis on this, but I think that makes a difference. And when I put in the 0.95 for the null hypothesis, it gives a z-score of a negative 2.141, and that makes the p-value as 0.0019.
Okay, is this number 1 then on the homework?
No, it's number 4.
Number 4.
I got this one right, so it should be 0.019.
019 or 0.0019?
0.019.
Oh, I had too many.
Double check that it's exactly the same problem.
And you got it right?
Yeah. So an investor, can you read it to me while I'm reading the
I might still have it in here, but
just read the one on the exam.
Yeah, an investor with a stock portfolio worth several $100,000 sued his broker and brokerage firm because he felt that lack of diversification in his portfolio led to poor performance for many years in a row. In an effort to avoid close public scrutiny, the firm agreed to settle the conflict by an arbitration panel. The arbitration panel compared a sample of 39 months of the investor's returns with the average of the Standard & Poor's 500 stock index for the same period in order to determine whether there was a substantial decrease. The S&P has a known population mean return of 0.95. Suppose that you are a member of this arbitration panel. Conduct a hypothesis test to determine if the investor's portfolio performs significantly worse than the performance of the S&P 500. Use a level of significance of A equals 0.05. Open the data file rates of returns and use this information to answer questions 1 through 5.
Okay, it's exactly the same. And we're just looking for the p-value. Is that what this one is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's 0.019. And I got it right.
I wonder why I got the extra 0 in there. I think I should still have that up. So let me see. Which was it? Quantitative, descriptive thing, or was it another one? Let's see. Maybe it was quantitative inference, but
yeah, it was inference for.
I still have it in there. Yeah, it is 0.019. I just for some reason wrote down an extra 0. Okay. I still have it in there for my calculations from last night.
Okay.
All right. So
14 is definitely dependent. The last one.
Yes, D dependent. 15.
Is it the bottom one?
Huh?
Is it the bottom one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there are a couple. If you do the wife, you have to do the husband, or vice versa.
And they're not comparing. The husband's income doesn't depend on what his wife makes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they're married. It's because they're married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or a couple or whatever. Okay. 15.
15, I've got 0.096.
Do you know which one that was? Is it on that same test? Less than 11?
It might be. I'm not sure.
I just want to double check. So pressure, supply and demand. Oh, that's the airline ticket one.
Mm-hmm.
Not on 11.
It's not 11, no.
Let's try 12.
No.
It's not 12. Unless
it's 13. Homework.
Okay.
And it's question number 8 on the homework. That one.
Okay.
Well, that's the what type of hypothesis test. Never mind. It is.
Number 9 or 10.
I think it'd be 10.
It's
right?
10, and I got that one wrong, but this time I came up with 0.096.
I got it wrong too.
Yeah, I got it wrong too. So
I think I put in previously. I put in 0.105, which was wrong, and let's see. It's a two-tailed test. That is correct, and it's a paired sample t-test. So it's the dependent one. And let's see. I still have the data in here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if you put in, like the null hypothesis, I think is still 0. But I think before I got this wrong because they've corrected it since then. It used to put in zeros or calculate the difference, even though there was no data, and you had to go through and like blank out those spaces. And they have fixed it since then. So that's why we all got it wrong. But when you don't have you have nothing in those spaces, it brings your your p-value to 0.095685151. So if you round that to the 3 decimal spots, it's 0.096. Did any of you guys put that in and get that wrong? I just want to make sure.
No.
Okay.
That's not, I didn't get that.
No, I had gotten the first time 0.404, so I think I didn't take the right side of the tail, or
well, like if you put in like 303.69 where that one space is, it messes it all up. That makes the p-value 0.064. 4. I mean, it messes it up when you have stuff in those spaces. And so, like, even a zero, I think that's what happened to me is I put zeros in, and that got me all messed up. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And that would have been back in our descriptive statistics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so looking at the Excel tools, just as a side note, we have the quantitative descriptive statistics formulas, you know, and those are all of the, like when you click on for the Excel tools,
mm-hmm.
The quantitative descriptive statistics are all of the, like the histograms and the, this is what's confusing as far as the professor's comment. Or it's the QQ plots, but he told us we couldn't do histograms in QQ plots. Remember that? I still have his email where he said because our information is categorical and not quantitative, it's not appropriate to use plots and the histograms to double check our data.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then the inferential procedures, like if you were to open up all of the inferential information that we have,
yeah,
that's, you know, the paired test, the sample, the 2-sample NOVA linear, you know, all of those quantitative hypothesis tests.
Okay.
So in his comment, I'm trying to remember because I don't have it in front of me again, but did he say that we were, I know he was saying we were confusing, he thought we were confusing inferential with descriptive, but what is it that he thinks we're confusing? Because from what I'm understanding, we're not, is he saying that we were using inferential when we shouldn't have been or something? I'm not understanding what that comment, I really don't get where he's coming from.
No, I don't either, and I guess we would have to go to meet with him and stuff or talk it over, and I don't want him to get more defensive and angry at us, but I honestly don't know how to do the presentation if he's not happy with what we've done so far.
Yeah, I have a I'm just going to be in the car all day today, so if I have coverage, I'll go to that meeting today.
Okay.
And just ask him
if he can meet with you afterwards or something.
Yeah, because we're trying. It's not like, I don't know, it seems like he's annoyed that we're trying to figure this out. I don't understand that, but
yeah, it does. Exactly. That's exactly what I feel like.
That's kind of his job as a teacher, is to help us. So.
Right. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
We're on number 17, right?
I'm sorry. 16 is C.
No, because
yeah. The p-value is greater than the level of significance. 17 B. Yes, the distribution of means is normal because the data have been determined to be normal.
Okay.
18 is the third option, C.
Yeah, that's what I got.
19 B.
Yeah, 2. Oh, and this is the...
And that was 50.
Is this one of those that you just had to
plug in the numbers and keep guessing?
Eliminate.
Yeah, it wasn't a prior lesson, but yeah, the correct answer is 50. Like if you do any less than 50, then I think it was one of them, the requirements didn't work. I don't know if it was N times P or n times 1 parentheses 1 minus p.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay, 21 is D.
So I actually got a different. Why did you get D?
When I plugged this in, like it was like 9.8 or something like that. It was the answer for 40 minus the 0.233. So.
Why would you do 233 and not 250? Because 233 was his batting average last year.
I thought that was kind of like the population one that you're supposed to do it against. And in the quiz, I think that was the right answer. So.
Let me go back and check that.
I think they worded it differently though in the quiz. They had like different, like they actually had it. Let's see.
Do you remember which lesson that was?
No. Let me see. I don't know if it was that one, and then I just didn't look. It's not that one.
There's one about a girl's batting average.
Which one is that?
Less than 16, number 10. But it's not even the same numbers, anything close to the same numbers.
Mm-mm.
Let me check the homework for the exam.
I'm looking. Yeah, it was number 5 in lesson 16 is what I have. It's the same numbers, I think.
In the group meeting or homework, I mean.
Homework.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It is 40 times 0.233 is
Less
smaller
than
than
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I'm glad you checked because I had gotten that wrong the first time because I put the 0.250. But it's because we want the population, not the sample.
Not the sample, yeah.
Okay.
And I think I put next to that, let me see. Which number was this on this quiz? 20. Oh, never mind. It's the next one that I put keyword sample, 22.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 22 is D. It's the 51.2% of all gametes in the sample have the male chromosome. So.
Okay, that's what I got too.
Okay.
Research and study published. Mental conditions. Oh, I remember this one. What is the probability?
Mm-hmm.
So I got 0.100. 0.100. What you guys got?
I got 0.099.
Oh, I bet it was because of the rounding thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they would both.
Do you remember which quiz or homework this was in? Because I don't think I could find this one.
It's right. It's on 16. It's number 9.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to there. Number 9. Okay, I got this right. And I had 0.103.
I think it's one of those rounding things. Because 103 and I got 0.100 and I got it right, and it's within like, you know.
Okay. So
hundreds of it, yeah.
So they just allow us to be close like that. So
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe yeah.
And then 10. Suppose you're testing the hypothesis. The right of Z. That must be in 617. Check that.
Yeah, I got C. Because you just basically take the number, the z-score, which is 1.334, and you shade for the two-tailed, and that will give you your p-value.
Do you remember which? Oh, there it is.
Number 6, unless it's 17.
So you, it's 0.182.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, suppose you're a dog breeder. How many measurements in order to make sure the sampling is normal? So
I got this wrong, and it's the last one. Yeah.
Because it already says that it's normal. So
yeah, any and will do. That one threw me off first time I took it.
Yeah, me too.
26 D.
No, because n times, oh yeah, the other side was correct. The other side met the
yeah.
thing, but not that side. Okay, I remember doing that one. A study was conducted to measure the effectiveness, so we must be, are we in lesson 17 now? You know, as we're double checking here.
Yeah,
no, we must be 18 now.
No, yeah, we're in 18.
Okay. Homework. Okay, what was the question again? So
actually, we're in 19 now.
They want to study to test whether there was a difference between and after the scores. What is the correct alternative? So if it's a difference, then it has to be the first, third one down, right?
No, it's the second one.
It's the second one. UD is not equal to 0.
Yeah, because I clicked on the third one in the homework and I got it wrong.
Wait, which one is this on? Did you say again?
Number 19, problem number 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the UD not equal to 0. Because anytime you have like the paired sample, it's like the difference, the UD. I think that's the only option on there for UD.
Yeah, it is. Because the other one.
Yeah, UD. Okay.
Weight Watchers wanted to.
Okay, I kind of just started brushing over some of these last ones, so I don't really know. This is with the residual. So I was trying to figure out what the residual meant, because it's like taking the, it's like the difference between the observed. Okay, just give me a minute, honey. I might have to take a break here and get my son some food because he keeps whining at me.
Okay.
So, anyways, I'm going to go get him something really quick, and then I'll be back, and then, you know, hopefully you guys will, help me with some of these.
We'll keep going.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I need to read through these. So Weight Watchers wanted to predict how much weight a client would lose if they followed a prescribed exercise program in addition to their diet. Volunteers were randomly divided into 2 groups. One group dieted but didn't exercise, and the other group dieted and followed the exercise program. For the exercise group, they used linear regression with percentage compliance with the exercise program as the explanatory variable. Okay, so that one is the Y, right?
Yeah.
And pounds lost in the 3 months as the response, which would be the X. one of the clients was told that his residual was 5.5 pounds. What does that mean? It means that it's the difference, right? Let's go back to the actual reading material, and because they explain this in the reading, I remember. So if we get a lesson 21 reading describing covariance, what we want. Okay. Oh wait, we want the linear regression, not this.
Yep.
So that is a different one. Is that 22 then? Yeah, simple linear regression. Okay. So, so where, do you know where it's talking about regression? Here it is. Okay, so we can use simple linear regression to develop an equation. Okay, so coefficients is a fancy term that simply means a number that is multiplied by the variable interpreting the regression output. Okay, so it's in 2.4 of the reading in lesson 22. So it says that the first row gives the value of b 0, and the second row gives the value that is to be multiplied by x. This is the slope. The row is labeled, the slope is in our regression is blah blah blah. Putting that together, we get this.
Okay, what did I miss?
Okay,
we're still working on 28.
Oh, you're still on 28? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that it means for the exercise group, one of the clients was told that his residual is 5.5. What does that mean? So it means that his predicted weight was 5.5 pounds higher. No, that's not it. His weight loss was, no, that's not it.
I think it's the
So I'm thinking
the actual weight loss was 5.5 higher, because the residual is a difference between the predicted and the actual weight loss, I guess.
That's what I was trying to figure out. So in the...
So I was thinking it's C, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I keep reading regression. That's why I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, we need residual. Where's the residuals?
I copied the remember points and stuff, and what it says about residual, it says it's the difference between observed value of y for a given x and the predicted value of y on the regression line for the same x. It can be expressed as y minus y equals y, or equals y minus parentheses bo plus b1 x. I don't know if that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but...
Okay, I need to write this down visually. So the explanatory is the y, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I have this in my bag. And then the, what's the other term?
The slope?
What's the other one? No, response. And the response variable is x, right? The one on the bottom. The horizontal one. All right. Okay, so if the residual is the difference between Is it x minus y or y minus x?
It says y minus y hat.
So the residual is the difference between y minus
like the predicted, it's like the predicted value. I'm not sure what the y hat is. The to get that, you do the whole equation.
Yeah, so y hat would be sort of the sample. In my mind, I think of it as like the sample.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this case, what did they say? The which would be which? Okay, so for the exercise group, they use the linear regression with percentage compliance with the exercise. So the exercise, the explanatory variable is the exercise group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the no. So for the exercise group, they use the linear regression with percentage compliance with the exercise program as the explanatory variable. So the ones who were in compliance with the exercise program were the explanatory group. Okay. And pounds lost in 3 months as the response variable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the pounds lost is the X, and then the people themselves who are exercising is the Y. Is that what you guys are getting?
I don't know. Let's see.
So the residual would be I'm trying to figure out, so is X the predicted or is Y the predicted? So they said, do you know what I mean? It's either 1 or 2.
Well, in the textbook, it says that the observed value of y for a given x and the predicted value of y on the regression line for the same x, it can be expressed as y minus y hat equals y minus b parentheses bo plus b1 times x parentheses.
Let's go back to this one. I just need to look at that for a long time.
I know.
Because I'm confused with the X and the Y's. So let's not. This will be another one that we just. This and what was it, number 5 or something? Somewhere one of those ones.
I think it was number 5. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I don't want to take the time to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. 29 for the study.
In question 30, the B1 of the regression line was 5 pounds. Oh, so this tells you right here which one is because B1 is the, in the variable makes it.
One.
Wait, for study in question 30, what?
I know, I think you meant 29.
Yeah. Okay, I thought this was C. as percent compliance goes up by 1%, on average 5 pounds are lost in the 3 months.
Well, but B1, that would be the slope, but B1 isn't the slope. Right?
B1 is the...
B1 is the slope.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it's B0 and then B1.
B0 plus B1x, yeah. B1 is the slope of the line.
Yeah, sorry.
Does this help us answer the previous question, though? I don't know.
So that would be C then, right?
That's what I put, yes.
So does that,
Does that help us? Let's see.
28 just hurts my brain.
Yeah, it does. And it's not in any quizzes that I know of, so it's just a new one thrown in there. So it's saying that for question 30, the B1 of the regression line was 5 pounds. Where did they come up with that? I think they just kind of threw that in for another option. Yeah. It probably doesn't have anything to do with 28. Okay. 30, we'll just keep coming back to 28 later.
30 is all of them.
Yeah. No, this is the one that we got wrong, the last homework quiz.
Yeah, but I thought that was because we didn't click on the residuals.
No, I went to the meeting and it was, we were right on the one we didn't click, but there was one other that we shouldn't have clicked. So the answer is C, D, and E on this one.
Which homework was this in?
Huh?
Which homework was this in?
It was just the very last homework quiz that we took. I mean, not homework, group quiz.
Oh, group quiz.
Yeah, just this week, yeah. The one that we took on Tuesday. I went to the meeting and just to stay to hear what the right answer, because everybody else that was in there missed the same question.
Okay, so we do click on the residuals, are normally distributed. Correct?
No, we don't. That's these are in different order than the group quiz that we took. The answers or the choices. But if you, okay, so let's go to the last homework or group meeting. Yeah, from
so
18.
I have all of them except for the residuals. Click.
Yeah, and that was correct. And then the other one was, sorry, I'm going to open it up.
Measured without error? Because everything else is correct.
Yes.
Measured without error. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be it, but let me just double check that one. But yeah, so we didn't check the second one, which are the residuals are normally distributed, which is correct. We shouldn't have checked that. And then the other one, the X values are measured without error, is the other one that we did check, and it was incorrect. We shouldn't have checked that. He's like,
okay. I understand that now.
What did he say about that? He's like, we never can know that that's, like, we'll never know if it's measured without error. Like, that's just something you can't.
You can't prove.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll be in.
So it's in different orders. So the ones we check on this quiz would be C, D, and E.
Yeah. The first two don't get checked.
Right. Okay, 31. I have 0.780. This one's tricky. It goes back to that flight information, but you have to put in, you kind of have to watch what column you put it in, so you can't just copy and paste both columns and then put it into that, to the linear. It goes, it's the 90 days is the is the independent or the explanatory variable, I believe, and that goes in first, and then 14 days is what's being predicted or determined, and so that goes in second. Do we lose Gina again?
I think we might have.
I still see her picture, but...
Her mic's off. Gina, your mic is off.
Okay, so yeah, so you put the 90-day column in first, the 14-day column in second into the quantitative inference linear regression.
Okay.
Okay, so it's asking us to compute the correlation coefficient, which is the R number on that page, and if I did it right, it says it's 0.780. And then B is, or 32 is, I believe, the second option, but I don't know. This one kind of threw me because it kind of has that megaphone look to it a little bit, but it does have that positive, you know, kind of line, and the things that made it look like a megaphone were kind of like look like outliers. So I don't know what you guys think.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I had to go back in and out.
It's okay.
What number are we on again? I think I missed it.
We just did 31. We're on 32.
Okay. So creating a scatter.
Did you get 30, Gina?
I got 0.780.
No, on 30.
Oh, 30. Sorry.
30. Did you? Yeah, I just want to make sure you got that because I think that's the last time I heard you. So.
Okay. The observations are independent. There's a linear relationship between x and y, and the variance of the error term is consistent with all values. Because you were saying that you can't ever measure the error.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure you had that. Okay. 31. Yeah. If you guys plug in the values and stuff, you put the, from what I understand, because you put the predicted one in second column, which is the 14 days. And so the 90 days would go in the first column. And just make sure you guys read over that and agree, because.
Okay. I think you're talking about for 31.
This is for 31, yeah.
Okay. Is that what did everybody else get 0.780?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Okay. And then for 32.
Yeah, that's where I was just talking about. I think it's a linear with a fairly strong positive, but there are a few outliers that make it look like that megaphone shape, so I wasn't sure.
I think it has to be like, because the only two options it can be is the fairly strong positive or nonlinear, and I think it would have to be too hamburgerish to be nonlinear. So I think
yes. Okay. So I chose option B.
Okay, that's what I'm doing too. Okay, fill in the missing variables.
Okay, so this is just that equation, right? So I have for BO 115.640. And then I have 0.627 for the B1.
Wait, what did you get for BO?
115.640.
I don't have this up anymore. And what was B1?
0.627.
All right. Oh, I should have pulled this back up. The next one is still, the next two are still.
Yeah, it's asking quite a few questions about that. Okay, for 34, It's saying, okay, so this is a prediction, and I got, if you predict $200, it gives the number of 240.979.
Oh, 1 decimal place.
To 1 decimal?
So,
Yeah.
so it's just 240. 241.
241, yeah, 0.0, I guess.
Okay.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
241.0, is that right? Okay.
That's what I'm putting.
It's taken us an hour and 20 minutes to do the first 35.
Give a 95 confidence interval for the slope regression line obtained when 90 days before flight tickets are used to predict 14 days before flight tickets. Round your answer to the 3 decimal places. So I have 0.518 and 0.735.
What was your upper
When I
bound?
pull my 0.735. When I pull this back up again before we submit later, I'll double check my numbers too and let you guys know if
Okay.
anything different, just in case there's a
Right.
position.
0.518, 0.735.
Okay. Choose the correct null and alternative. So for this one, it would be the first one, right?
No, because that's, oh,
Because they don't use the big B. I haven't ever seen that.
no. And it,
I have D. It's
Why
the
do you
B one. Because that's the examples that it gives in the textbook.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry.
It's the big B's.
Oh, it is the big B's?
Mm-hmm.
So why
and
is
it's
it
B1 equals B1 is not equal to 0.
why is it the B1 and not B0?
Because you're
The alternative is B1? Well, no.
yeah. Well, no, that's just it's just B1 is just the slope or whatever. So or the
But they're comparing. Okay.
the slope. So let's see, where is that? Yeah, it's in lesson 23 recap. It has the appropriate hypothesis for this test are HO is B1, big B1 equal to 0, and HA is big B1 not equal to 0.
Okay.
I'm getting up to the point where I haven't done it yet, though, so almost there. Okay, so.
hey guys.
Yeah.
I've got to go with my wife to an ultrasound right now.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys don't mind posting this, and then so that I can
watch
check
it later.
my last couple answers. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think we're finding out what we have today.
Exciting.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Very exciting.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Have a good one.
See ya.
Okay.
Okay. We just have a couple left, right?
Yeah. So this is the same, right, for the one we entered, but it's asking for the T and the P value, which I don't remember this in the textbook, but I don't know if I skipped over accidentally or what. Okay, the T I have is 11.510, and the P value is 0 because it's like 4.246, yeah, with after like 19 zeros, so.
Okay, and then we reject the null. There's significant evidence to suggest that the slope of the true linear regression line does not equal 0. We conclude that there is a linear relationship between.
I have C.
What's the difference between C and D? There's
one's insufficient evidence, and there is sufficient because we're rejecting the null. So
okay. So C.
It's C. Yeah. And did you enter the p-value in 37 as 0.000, or did you just put 0?
I just put 0, but let's see. It says round to 3 decimals, so maybe we should put...
I'm sure it probably wouldn't matter, but yeah.
Or at least 0.000. I don't want to get docked for that.
Yeah.
Okay, deciding which procedure to use. Here's the list of procedures we have studied so far this semester. For each of the questions, 39. Sorry, I didn't finish these last.
No,
two.
this is where I'm done. Like, I didn't get any farther. I tried, but I have other presentations and projects and homework that I have due, so I was like, I just can't spend any more time.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Okay, so in most, identify the one procedure that's most appropriate to the given situation. Okay, so in the United States, mothers who live in poverty generally have babies with lower birth rates. This is a repeat question. I remember this one.
Mm-hmm. The mean birth rate for babies born in the U.S. to mothers living in poverty is approximately 2,800 grams. The CDC carries out a study to test the effectiveness of a new prenatal care program in reducing the number of low birth weight babies born. For this study, 30 mothers, all of whom live in poverty, participate in the program, and birth weight data is recorded. Which hypothesis test would be most appropriate for this study? Okay, so I guess we need to ask if it's quantitative or categorical, and I believe this is quantitative.
Yep, I would say
numerical. Okay, and if it's numerical, we aren't given a standard deviation.
Nope.
And so I think it's going to be the B.
Yep.
Don't you think?
What I think. Yep, because there aren't any, there's, oh wait, would it be paired though? Are we doing a before and after?
I wonder where this was at. I wonder if we can go back and look at our
I don't think it's a before and after though, because they were saying that they just weigh the birth weight.
Yes.
So
I think it's just a one sample t-test.
Comparison. Yeah.
But I might have got this one wrong. Let me see if I can find it in any of the. Which would this have been in? Probably a homework quiz.
I bet this would be in the last review.
The last review. Well, they didn't have any in reviews. I mean, we had to go to his class to get the extra stuff. But it was in homework quizzes, though. Like maybe with the one right before the last quiz, the homework quiz. Let's see, which one would that have been? Okay, that's the last one quiz was in week 10, so maybe it was in the homework from lesson 19. Let's see. Because they had like a bunch of these. Okay. It might have been in the former test, but I don't think we can pull those up, so. No?
Nope.
Kind of in the last few, there's a few, but nothing. Oh my goodness, is it in that list?
Were they in the group meetings? Did we do these in group meetings?
We did. Well, no. I don't think so, unless it was on the last test. Oh, you know what? It was on the review. There was a bunch of these type of questions in the last review. So let's see.
Okay, let's go there. So for exam 3, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay, homework.
It would have been the group meeting.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, because we had to go through these. Okay, let's see.
Okay, it's similar to E. Well, no, because that one has and that's not it.
It's not in here. It sounds familiar though.
Yeah, I remember having that question somewhere along the line.
Was it? And maybe it was in the last exam, like the last. But we can't open the exams, can we, to look at them?
No, and that really bothers me too about this class. Just add that to my list.
I did the whole review, and I had some things to say, so it's just like.
So did I.
The survey.
I definitely did that too.
Did you?
Particularly for statistics class, where you're expected to be so detailed down to the hundreds of points.
Yes.
And then in the directions and everything else they give us so vague.
Big information.
I'm not finding that, but I'm thinking it's just give me 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay, guys, come
on. Sorry, my we're parked at a McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
To get breakfast, and so the kids wouldn't be loud in the car. Okay, so I'm thinking B. The next one, engineers in an oil refinery find out how easily gasoline evaporates by measuring its vapor pressure. As they make gasoline, they need to determine whether its vapor pressure is high enough. The standard deviation of the vapor pressure of the gasoline made by the refinery is always, so this is going to be a Z, because we know the standard deviation.
An A, the one sample Z test?
Yeah.
Okay.
Attorney wants to know whether the percentage of Walmart employees in Nevada who are over 45 years old is more than 30%. Which procedure would be most appropriate? So we're doing.
Because this is a percentage, right? And so it's it's putting it into categories. Huh?
I'm thinking F, just a 1 proportion.
Yeah. Yes. I think you're right, because I don't see that as comparing anything or saying out of or anything like that. So.
And it's definitely not there aren't any standard deviations, so it knocks out a Z and it knocks out the T test just because it seems to be more categorical than.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely categorical. Like he said, whenever there's percentages, I remember him saying this, but. I'm so confused now, but yeah, anytime there's a percentage or a ratio or something like that, then it's usually a category because you are doing a pie chart type thing.
Yeah.
So, okay. So 42, a marriage counselor conducted a study of couples categorizing each of the couples as communicative or non-communicative. Okay, I think this is one of the dependent ones, but among other things, the counselor wants to see whether the percentage of communicative couples whose marriage ended in separation or divorce was the same as the percentage of non-communicative couples whose marriage ended in separation or divorce. Okay, this was in one of those last things that we just looked at.
And this would have to be a dependent paired.
I think so, but I think I might have got that wrong. So let's see.
I remember getting it wrong too. So why? Okay.
Because it's category. It's categorical.
Let's see if we can find it. Is that in one of the? Do you still have your sheet from all of the examples they gave us? I wonder if that was in there.
Well, I know I just read this just now, a few minutes ago, so I think it was either in the homework or in that exam review. So I'm going to go back. Details. Okay. Okay. What's the question again?
About the
communicative or non-communicative.
Okay, so I don't think it's.
It's not in the review, so let's look back to the homework.
Let me see if I can pull up that email.
Was it lesson 19? Is that what it was? Let's see. Details. I know I've seen that a few times, though. The communicative and non-communicative.
Oh, here's that diet one. Oh, we already have that one, though. Okay, it's not 19.
Gosh, where did I just see that?
See if it's 18.
Maybe it was an 18. It might have been in a group meeting thing too, but.
Oh, here it is. It's number 10. Yeah, we would have gotten that wrong. It's test of two proportions.
Okay.
Read the question. I want to make sure it's the exact same.
Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the lesson 19 or 18. The actual question is: a marriage counselor conducted a study of couples, categorizing each of the couples as communicative or non-communicative. Among other things, the counselor wanted to see whether the percentage of communicative couples whose marriages ended in separation or divorce was the same as the percentage of non-communicative couples whose marriage ended in separation or divorce. Which hypothesis test would be most appropriate for the study?
So, yeah, it's test of two proportions. So in our selection, it would be
yes. And does it have in that lesson, does it have that first one that we weren't so sure about? Yeah,
we picked independent sample T, which is funny because now I would have picked, we were thinking it was the paired, right?
The 39, I think we put B, which was one sample T test. Is that right? In the United States.
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
In the United States, mothers who live in poverty generally have, this is like the birth weight question. Is that in that one? Let's see.
I'm not seeing it.
I know I've seen that one too.
It's not an 18. It might be an 18. Different one, but yeah, it's not 18. A business marketing firm specializes in radio advertising. They hope to show there is a linear relationship between sales and the amount of money a client invests in radio advertising. Which procedure on the list would be? So this is the relationship between sales and the amount of money clients invest. So this is definitely numerical. So the difference, did it say difference?
They hope to show there is a linear relationship between sales and the amount of money a client invests in radio advertising. Which procedure?
That's got to be I. Because that's the only one that we have any comparison between the linear relationships.
Yes. So I, linear regression.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
so let's double check on 5. Was it 5?
Yes, and then I think we need to go back to 39 as well.
Okay, let me add that to my little list here.
Yeah, because I think we had that question before. I just don't know where it's at. Birth weight.
Okay. We're wrapping it up. Okay, Dwin, before we're gonna start driving again in a minute, so I might leave you. But I'll look at those and then I'll email you guys.
Okay.
But if I don't find anything different, you'll hear from me, so you know.
Yeah.
That you know where I'm at or whatever.
Okay.
And then we'll just go from there.
So yeah. Any other? I think it was just those 3 were the main ones. Just if you see anything else, I'll look over mine too. But I think I'm gonna come back to it later.
Okay. And I'll let you know. If I have coverage, I'll definitely go to that meeting today.
Yeah, let us know.
Know what he says.
Okay.
Maybe he'll be nicer if there are other people in the meeting. At least in.
Well, I thought that he liked them when we came, and I don't know. Like he's like, oh.
I don't know either.
But anyway. After that email, like after that response, I'm like, oh my gosh, he doesn't like us like at all. Like that was really hard. I don't know. Maybe he's not the best at like emails or comments or something. Like maybe it was a lot harsher than he intended, but man.
Or he could have been, because we can't hear like his tone of voice. Maybe he was like.
Yeah.
More sarcastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but. because I've never, you know, felt that he was, you know, didn't like us until that, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that was like almost like
something bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I kind of felt like he was yelling at us almost, but
I did too.
we're almost done.
Right. Yes, I know. One more week.
All right. Well, yeah, if you find out anything about those 3, let me know.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know.
I think that 5 might be 023, but you said that you got that wrong originally, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had put the 023, so.
Oh.
Not right.
You know what? I think that one is in one of the meetings, so I'm just going to have to backtrack. Which meeting do you think it was in?
Let's see.
Because I can go listen to that and see if I can figure it out. It would have been that week.
It would have been the week that we were talking about 99.7, maybe the week after that.
Okay.
Because it always seems to be, you know,
right.
We cover the previous weekend.
Okay. I'll go see if I can't listen to that meeting and see if I can get the answer for that one. So, and then I don't have any idea with that residual thing. 28. And then I think 39, I think we're right, but just in case, you know, if you find it anywhere, let me know.
Okay.
It might be in that email. I'll look back through my emails too and see if it's on that list, but anyways. All right.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. I keep losing my connection here, so hold on. It keeps wavering in and out.
Well, I was connected into